Then Mr. Beckard spoke out, very wisely, no doubt, but for too long a time. Sons and daughters, as well as fathers and mothers, will know what he said, so I need not repeat the words. I cannot say that Aaron listened with much attention. "Mrs. Bell," said Aaron, "I think of myself as promised to Susan, and I think of Susan as promised to me, and I think she wishes to be." "But, Aaron, you won't..." Try to see her, or write to her in secret, will you? "I know you're good and honest," said the woman, with her handkerchief to her eyes. "Then why do you separate us?" he asked, almost roughly. "I may see her before I go. It's nearly time. Susan was called for. She came with Hetta. Her eyes were red with crying. "Goodbye, Susan," said Aaron, and he walked up to her quite openly. She said through her tears, "Goodbye, and God bless you, my dearest." And then, without saying a word he turned his back on them and left. There had been something very last words, but he seemed others knew who never stop loving him better than all the world. She patiently, and then he did not come back. She would die. In another month, Hetta became Mrs. Beckard. The summer came, and the house was full of guests. Susan was busy. Aaron did not come back to Saratoga. During the whole long summer, they heard not a word from him. And then the cold winter months came, and the guests left. It was a sad winter. They learned nothing of Aaron Dunn until about January, and then they heard that he was doing well. He had work on a railway, was highly paid, and was much respected. But still he neither came nor wrote. After that, Mrs. Bell thought it her duty to teach her daughter that she would see Aaron Dunn no more. He had the right to leave her. He had been driven from the house when he was poor, and they had no right to expect that he would return. "Men do amuse themselves in that way," said the woman. "He is not like that," the daughter replied. And so, through the long winter months, Susan became paler and paler, and thinner and thinner. Hetta tried to comfort her sister with religion, but it was of little use. She thought that Susan was wrong to grow thin and pale through love of Aaron. So Susan, in those days, found no comfort in her sister. But her mother's soft pity and love did make her suffering easy to bear. "He will never come again," said Susan one day. "My dear," said her mother, pressing her child closely to her side, "I do not think he will." Then the hot Tears ran down Susan's face. "Was I wrong to love him?" she asked. "No, my child, you were not wrong at all." The next morning, Susan did not get up. She was not ill, she said, but very tired. Her mother's heart was full of sorrow for her child. Oh, why had she driven away the love of an honest man? On the next morning, Susan again did not get up, so she did not hear the step of the postman who brought a letter to the door. The letter which he brought was as follows: "My dear Mrs. Bell, I have now got a permanent post on the railway line, and the salary is enough for myself and a wife. That is what I think, and I hope you will too. I shall be at Saratoga tomorrow evening, and I hope neither Susan nor you will refuse to receive me. Yours, Aaron Dunn." It was very short, and did not contain one word of love, but it made the woman's heart jump for joy. She was afraid that Aaron was angry because the letter was so short, but surely he had only one aim in coming. How could she tell Susan? She ran upstairs almost breathless with speed. But then she stopped. Too much joy was as dangerous as too much sorrow. She must think for a time. After breakfast, she went into Susan's room. "Susan, dear," she said, and smiled, "you'll be able to get up this morning, perhaps?" "Yes, Mother." "I don't mean at this moment, my love. I want to sit with you for a short time." "Dearest Mother," said Susan. "Ah, there's someone dearer than I am," and Mrs. Bell smiled sweetly. Susan raised herself quickly in the bed. "Mother, what is it? You've something to tell. Oh, Mother, you've got a letter. Is he coming?" She sat up with eager eyes. "Yes, dear, I have got a letter. Is he coming?" How the mother answered, I can hardly tell, but she did answer. It was hard to say who was the happier. Aaron was coming that evening. "Oh, Mother, let me get up." But Mrs. Bell said no, not yet. Her dear daughter was pale and thin. Suppose he came and saw her, and, finding her beauty gone, disappeared again, and looked for a wife somewhere else. So often looked at the drawing which she kept on the bed, and tried to think what she should say to him. "Mother," she said when Mrs. Bell once went up to her, "you won't tell Hetta and Phineas, will you?" Mrs. Bell agreed. When Susan got up, she asked her mother what to wear. "If he loves you," said her mother, "he will hardly see what you are wearing." But she was careful to brush her daughter's hair. How Susan's heart beat! How both their hearts beat as the hands of the clock came round to 7. And then, exactly at 7, that same sharp knock came. "Oh, Mother, I must go upstairs," cried Susan, jumping from her chair. "No, dear. I will, Mother." No, dear. You have not time." And then Aaron Dunn was His arms were the storm that surrounded her on every side. "My own, my dearest girl," he said again and again. "Aaron, dear Aaron," she whispered. She knew that she had her lover there safe, whatever Mr. and Mrs. Beckard might. Dear, 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 dear. On the next day, Hetta, at first, was not quite certain. "Shouldn't we find out if the post is really permanent?" she said. "I won't ask at all," said Mrs. Bell, in a decisive voice that made Hetta and Phineas jump. "I shall not separate them now." "He is a good man," said Phineas, "and I hope she will make him a good, steady wife." And so the matter was settled. During this time, Susan and Aaron were walking along the road, and they had also settled the matter quite satisfactorily. End of CD 4.